In this video, I'm going to show you 2 completely free ways for you to run Claude Code without paying a dime. Number 1 leverages local models that run 100% on your own computer. And the other makes use of OpenRouter's 100% free tier. So at the end of the day, you're still using the exact same Claude Code for your agent builds, but without the Anthropic bill. I'll walk you through both setups end to end and tell you which one I would reach for when actually building out different applications or agents. I'll give away all the config I've used to set this up for free in my Skool community, but let's get into it. So getting right into it, let's jump into option number 1, which is going to be the local model approach powered by Ollama and Qwen 3.6 as the LLM we're going to use to power the whole thing. Instead of actually using Opus 4.6 or Opus 4.7 connected to Claude Code to power our coding workflows for, a coding project or a website or an agent we're trying to build, what we're going to be doing here is using Ollama and this Qwen model to actually hook into the Claude Code agent harness to power all of the tokens instead. So it's like we're swapping out the brain, swapping out the engine that powers the Claude Code agent harness. And so something just to keep in mind here for running local models, especially when running the good ones, you do need some processing power on your computer. So whether that's like a GPU or a MacBook with a ton of memory accessible to it, that is something that you do need to keep in mind. So not all tasks are necessarily going to make sense to use local models, but there is a subset of work where you can just push this off to a local model without having to pay a dime. So let's go ahead and jump into it by going over to the Ollama website at ollama.com. If you're not familiar with Ollama, you can think of it as like basically a package manager for AI models and LLMs. Instead of having to, go to GitHub and compile like binaries and code from source and fight a bunch of config, you're able to install the Ollama application, tell it what model you want to pull in, give it a simple operation through the command line, and it's going to run that model for you. So it does a lot of the heavy lifting of orchestrating and pulling in the models and just getting it to run without having to think about it. So let's go ahead and install this first. So I'm just going to copy this command here on the install script of the website. I'm going to come over to Cursor where I have an empty project set up. We're going to let this run. Okay, so that installation just finished up. And the first thing we're going to do here is actually list out the models we've downloaded and that are actually runnable on our computer. So we're going to go Ollama list, and that's going to actually return this empty table here, which means we don't have anything pulled in locally and ready to run. So let's go ahead and find a local model that we want to pull in and actually be the brain for Claude Code as we go forward. So let's go ahead and search. I want to use Qwen 3.6 here. So I'll just search Qwen and we'll see Qwen 3.6 right at the top. So updated 2 weeks ago. And this is something that I've been meaning to tinker with. And so this is a good exercise to go through and see how it performs. In order to set this up, we're going to have to go through the process to actually pull this model in. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just copy the name of the model. I'm going to come back to Cursor and we're going to go Ollama pull and paste that in. So that is going to kick off the process to do a big download here of this model. So we can see it's downloading this file size out of 23 gigabytes. And so this is going to take a while because it's all of the model's weights being pulled into your computer for it to execute and run. So these models are massive and there's a lot going on. So this will take some time. All right, we're back here after the model download for Qwen 3.6 just finished up. And now it's time to actually put this model to the test in Claude Code, all ran locally. So let's go back to the docs here on the Ollama website. And what we're going to do here is go through these 3 steps. Number 1, first we have to make sure that Claude Code is installed. And so if you don't have the Claude Code command line up and running on your local machine, make sure you run this first. The next thing we're going to do here is actually jump forward and use this run directly with a model command. So I'm going to copy this since we're going to do a different model other than Kimi K2. We'll come back to Cursor, we'll paste it in, and then we're going to specify Qwen 3.6. And this should, if we did everything correctly, launch Claude Code with Qwen 3.6 powering the full thing. So we'll trust this folder. And if we come to the side here, we should see that we now have Qwen 3.6 all set up here using low thinking effort and API usage based billing. So that's a little bit misleading. You're not going to get charged at all. Let's see if we can put this to a real coding task. I want you to build a landing page here for a crypto tax software product I run called CoinLedger. The headline of this landing page should be crypto taxes done in minutes. And I want you just to generate a single HTML file with all the styles done in line. One thing to note here too is because the model is running locally, unless you have an extremely powerful computer, this is going to take. Alrighty, everything just finished up here, and we can see that Claude Code has brewed for 18 minutes and 48 seconds, and it's created our indexed HTML file here for our landing page. So 18 minutes for a landing page is a lot. If you were using Claude Code or GPT-5.5, this would be something that's near instantaneous. And so that's something you have to keep in mind here when it comes to running local models and kind of picking out your project selection. Something that requires a lot of back and forth iterative work where you prompt, review it, isn't really going to be feasible here unless you have a really beefy computer. So that's something I want to share with you. My computer, I'm using a MacBook Pro with an M3 chip and about 32 gigs of RAM. So pretty decent computer by all standards, but not an insane level of compute that would make this something as fast as ChatGPT or Claude itself. All right, so with that out of the way, let's take a look at the landing page that came back. Scrolling through, honestly, looks like a pretty decent landing page. No, weird artifacts or bugs that have came out. Of course, it looks like your kind of generically designed AI landing page with generic styles, but that's okay. I got the layout just fine. And if we wanted to weave in some more custom styles, we could introduce a design.md file, give more context for a design reference in order to steer that a little bit better. Basically, it got to what I was hoping it would get right with a good layout. It has the colors down. It looks like it's honestly kind of mimicking the Coinbase website design a bit, but overall, pretty pleased with this. All right, so that covers phase one of using the local models through Ollama to actually power Claude Code. Phase two here is going to be going in a different direction. Instead of running these models locally, we're going to lean into the free offering that OpenRouter has, where they have kind of like this rotating bench of free models that you can use kind of month over month. So let's take a look here at this webpage that breaks it down under OpenRouter collections and free models. And we can kind of scroll through here, see what models are free, compare them, see how they benchmark against each other, and try and pick one out. I have had Minimax on my radar for a little bit, and so I want to go ahead and try this one. So we'll jump into here. We'll have this ID reference here for later on when it comes time to wire up OpenRouter to Claude Code. So we'll keep this open for now. The next thing we have to do here is actually jump into this cookbook that OpenRouter has put together that walks us through the steps on how to integrate OpenRouter into Claude Code and really use that as the engine, very similarly to how we swapped out Ollama as the engine for Claude Code from before. So let's just go through this. I'm going to assume you guys already have Claude Code installed, so we'll skip over that. And the next step is to actually get set up with our OpenRouter account and get an API key. So I'm going to do that now. We'll come here under our preferences. Let's see if we can find API keys. We'll create this. We'll just call this Claude. We'll create it. And I'll keep this tab open for when we need to paste it in later. Don't try copying this. I'm going to delete it before you get a chance. So nice try. Next, we're going to go down and actually follow this project settings file setup instructions. I think this is going to be easier than configuring a custom shell profile because this is a little bit specific, for Mac. But we're going to do this as it's going to be kind of universal across whatever project we want to work with Claude. So we need to create this .claude folder and then add in this settings.local.json file. So let's do that now. So I'll do new folder .claude. And then we'll do a new JSON file here by settings.local.json. And we're going to go ahead and copy what they provided here. That is going to be basically swapping out these environment variables that really tells Claude Code how it should be configured. So instead of having Claude Code actually point towards the Anthropic API, we are going to basically inject this URL here. That's going to point Claude Code towards OpenRouter's endpoints. So we'll drop that in. And now we need to make sure that we add in our auth token and API key we just made. So I'm going to grab that now. We'll paste it in. And that looks good there. And the other thing that's important to note is we do need to clear out the existing Anthropic API key. So this is something that they do mention in the docs when it comes to setting this up, that this value must be empty. So make sure you don't delete this even though it's empty. Next up, it's as simple as starting another Claude Code session. We don't have to add in any other fancy commands. We're just able to call into Claude. So we'll do that next. And so we'll just type in Claude. And we can see that we're actually now loaded up with Opus 4.7 and still using API usage billing. Next, we have to verify that we're actually connected and pointing towards OpenRouter's infrastructure. This is going to be the default here with Opus 4.7, and then we're just mentioning API usage billing. But let's go ahead and do this status command or /status to go ahead and check if Claude Code is looking at these values that we just set up. So we'll go /status. And if we look down here, we're going to see that we have OpenRouter as our base URL, which is exactly what we need. So that's perfect. All right, so I'm going to cancel out of this and let's go forward to the next step, which is actually going to be configuring our model that's wired up here to actually use this Minimax 2.5 model we were looking at from before. This is going to be a little bit kind of backwards or not maybe the most intuitive to set up, but just bear with me here for a second. In their cookbook, they do cover how to configure models, and this is all going to be through environment variables once again. And so if you're trying to override a model that's being used, you have to set these environment variables like default Opus, default Sonnet, default Haiku, or the default sub-agent model that gets spawned when it's trying to do something else. And so instead of actually running these export commands here, I want to take a different approach where we go back to that config file just to keep everything in code and not get lost in translation in these environment variables. They both do the same thing, but I find that using this JSON file that we set up right here is going to be easier for us to manage. So let's go ahead and exit out of this. This will be important because we want to kill the session because those environment variables get loaded on session start. And then we're going to add in these new values. Let's go ahead and just grab each of these, add in some new lines, and we are going to set these all equal to the new model. So let me just do 4 duplicate lines here for each of those values because we need Opus, Sonnet, Haiku, and the subagent. We'll grab these names and correct those right here. Sonnet, Haiku, and then the subagent model. And now we need to actually drop in the model we kind of want to inject and swap this out with. And so if inside the Claude Code UI, in the terminal UI, we see that it references Opus, we need to specify the model we actually want to be here instead. So we're going to come back to our Minimax model here. We're going to copy it, and then we're just going to specify this inside the quotation marks for each of these. So for every one of these models that is wired up in Claude Code, we're going to actually be using Minimax behind the scenes while still running this inside the Claude Code agent harness. So that should cover the setup and the process for kind of injecting and swapping out the paid Opus model with the free one. On my OpenRouter account, I just signed up, so I don't even have a credit card with them. And so we're going to see if this actually works. So we're going to do Claude once again. And it actually did swap in the model name here, which is perfect. I thought it was still going to say Opus, but this is even more clear. So that model swap out is working. And let's see if we can get some code created. I want you to create a landing page for my crypto tax software website called CoinLedger. The main headline and tagline of the site, meaning like the H1, should be crypto taxes done in minutes. I want you to go ahead and write this to a new index.html file. So we'll kick that off, and this should run much faster because we're relying on all of the infrastructure that OpenRouter has in place to run this inference for us and get the results back. So we're not dependent on our own computer's processing power. We're dependent on the kind of data centers and the supercomputers running AI inference for these models. All right, Claude Code just finished up here with our work being done through OpenRouter with Minimax 2.5. We can see that we baked for 8.5 minutes. Let's now jump here into our landing page and we can see a breakdown of everything it put together. So honestly, by default, a pretty similar look to what we got back from the Ollama side. So if we open this in the browser too, we can see the side-by-side kind of toggling back and forth between the two. I would say that I do like the original one we did with the Qwen 3.6 model slightly more. I think actually like the layout and the colors are a bit more natural looking. I would say Minimax 2.5 still a little bit closer into like the default AI slop area, but it's not bad. It's still laid out well. There's no crazy artifacts, and I think the footer is actually really nice on this. But again, all of this could be steerable by providing more design context, better context about the business, and actually just prompting better in general. I just gave a really kind of sloppy prompt here to see what it would come back with, and pretty good from the first pass on both of these. So that is the setup here. And in my opinion, the two best ways for you to use Claude Code actually for free, the Ollama way and the OpenRouter way, both with their strengths and weaknesses. If you're doing something overnight and have like a loop set up for it to analyze its results and continue forward, I would recommend the Ollama local setup if you have a beefy enough computer to run it. If you need something that's a little bit more iterative work where you do need to pay attention, provide feedback, and iterate on the results, I would recommend going down the OpenRouter free model path. So that covers it for this video. If you do want to get the step-by-step install guides and the config that I use to set all this up, please join my free school community. It's going to be the first link in the description of this YouTube video, and it's called AI Automation Mastery. If you go to this YouTube resources tab, find the new video post that matches up the title of this YouTube video, you're going to be able to download the resources included in this. And so that full setup guide, all the links, and everything else. So hope to see you in there. Please like, subscribe, and click that notification bell on this YouTube video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.